my doctor is telling me all of this stuff?
I'm hearing all these words: genome-load, viral type, biopsy.
PCR, viral load, genotype.
So I'm confused.
It is confusing. There's no two ways about it.
Don't panic.
A lot of people were confused, even some doctors. Back in '82, I got tested for hepatitis C. They said I had it. Recently, I got tested again. Now they say I don't. What's really going on?
Wait.
What does a Hep C positive test mean?
Okay, there are a few different Hep C tests. There's Hep C screening tests, and there are tests that look for virus. They're different.
There's more than one Hep C test?
Yeah, most people that's been tested for hepatitis C, they just had a screening test.
If the screening test is positive, it doesn't mean the Hep C virus is still in your body.
How can my hepatitis C be positive if I don't have Hep C?
Because about 1 in 4 people clear the hepatitis C infection on their own. Their own body gets rid of it. But even after the hepatitis C virus is gone, the screening test stays positive. And the screening test isn't smart enough to tell whether or not you cleared the virus. It can only tell you if you were ever exposed.
The screening test is called an antibody test, and here is how it works.
Say you got exposed to Hep C. Maybe you shared an outfit, or your sexual partner had it, or you got stuck with an infected needle that had Hep C on it. When the Hep C virus gets into your body makes antibodies to fight it off, and those antibodies float around in your bloodstream. Antibodies are one way your body protects itself against infections, and they stay around for a long time, even after the infection is gone. And so, if you wanted to find out if you had a virus infection, either you could do a blood test for the virus or for the antibodies. But it's a lot cheaper to do tests for antibodies. And so that's what most screening tests do. But what that means is, if your antibody screening test is positive, it only tells you that you had an infection in the past, not that you are infected right now. It looks for antibody, not for virus.
And so that's why your test can be positive, but you still might not have hepatitis C.
My buddy Vic, he was screened for Hep C. He was one of the lucky ones. 1 out of 4 people clear the virus on their own.
Okay, now I get it.
Not everyone with a positive Hep C test is still infected.
Right. They could have cleared it on their own.
What do I do if my hepatitis C test is positive?
The next step is to find out if you have the Hep C virus in your blood.
How do I do that?
You get a viral load test. It's also called by the doctors a PCR test. I don't know what that means. I just call it a viral load.
What is a viral load?
It means exactly that. It tells you how much Hep C virus is loaded up in your blood.
Most people have viral loads in the millions. That's why Hep C is so contagious. High numbers don't mean that you have worse liver damage. You could have 50 gazillion virus particles in your system and still have a liver like a newborn baby. So don't worry.
You can have a high Hep C viral load even if your other tests are normal. A lot of people don't know that.
So, antibody, viral load, is that it?
No.
There's one more important test. It's called the genotype test.
Genotype?
Genotype.
There are different strains of the Hep C virus, different genotypes.
They're not all the same.
There are 6 Hep C genotypes,
Maybe even more.
but most everybody in the United States has 1, 2, or 3.
It's important to understand that all genotypes cause the same amount of liver damage.
Some of them are a lot easier to get rid of if you get treated.
Right. Some genotypes like 2 and 3 are easier to cure than others.
Unfortunately, most of us folks have genotype 1, which is the hardest one to get rid of. But just because you have a really tough genotype to treat, it doesn't mean that you're more likely to have cirrhosis.
Okay, but how do I know if I have cirrhosis?
Usually people with good results on their blood test have healthy livers.
But the blood test comes from the blood, not from the liver.
You can't always tell from blood tests. Blood tests only give you a general picture of how healthy your liver is.
So they're not always right.
So, to see if there's any damage done to your liver,
You might have to get a liver biopsy.
So what is a liver biopsy?
A liver biopsy is done by taking a small needle and removing a piece of your liver to examine underneath a microscope, see how much scarring you've got, see if your liver is healthy or not.
Oh, no.
Relax. A lot of people are scared of getting a liver biopsy, but not everyone needs one.
This is something you and your doctor need to work out and make a decision together.
You gotta be kidding.
They let you know that it was there, you know, it wasn't real painful.
You think you were scared to have a biopsy? I was so afraid that I bent the bed railing and panicked and told the doctor to stop. He told me we're done already.
It was no worse than going to the dentist.
A biopsy's no big deal. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it about a 3.
A lot of people don't feel the liver biopsy. Their side is just kind of sore for just a couple of days. That's it.
Most people say worrying was the worst part.
You know, it's a lot of stuff, and it's tough. There's a lot of information. But I didn't think I would get it, and here I am now teaching it to you. The most important thing is that you just don't give up.